Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Canon EOS photographer Randall and Rueff, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about GPS receivers for your Canon DSLR cameras. Right now, Canon currently has two GPS receivers, external, that can be added to certain cameras, and we're going to talk about them right now. Now, let's start off with price. They're approximately $390 or $400. Depending on with tax and shipping, or just even tax, it'll probably be over $400 by the time you all is said and done. So let's talk about the GP-E1, and we'll go here, click on it. Okay, so if you want to geotag your photos with the information in the EXIF data, this GP-E1 is good for the 1DX and the 1DC. Basically, you attach it to the left side of the camera. It runs off the power supplied by the camera, so no external battery or extra battery is needed. Some people think this is a good feature, some people think it's a bad feature. Me, I can see it from both sides. Both sides being, well, I'm taking power away from the camera, but I don't have to put a battery in, or, some people want to have a battery so it doesn't take from the. So I can see both sides. But no matter how you see both sides of the issue, or if you only see one or the other, the fact that remains, it takes power from the camera. So if you've got a 1DC or a 1DX, this would be the way to go if you want to geotag your photos and have that information easily available within the EXIF data. Now let's go back to the GPS receiver GP-E2. Again, same price, $390 to $400 with shipping and tax. It'll easily be that much. Okay, so this one goes on top of the camera instead of the flash. Now, if you're using a flash, or you can't use both at the same time, obviously. So this might not be the one for you. However, it does support more cameras, and it does have a battery, so it doesn't run off the power. It doesn't take power from the camera to run it. It has separate batteries that you can install in the device, and you can turn it on and off and get your geotagging to a selection of cameras. Now, compatibility is with the 1DX. More than likely, it's also 1DC compatible. I can't confirm that for sure, but more than likely, it's 1DC. But we do know it's 1DX compatible. 5D Mark III, the 7D, 70D, 6D, T4i, T5i, EOS M, and the SL1. So some of their newest cameras, ranging from the professional to the prosumer to the casual photographer. You got 9 cameras there, maybe 10 if you with the possibility of the 1DC being able to use it as well. But you can't confirm that. But at least 9 cameras here that you can record geotag your photos with GPS information. Now, having said that, there are a lot of cameras out there by Canon, especially in the pocket cameras and prosumer, that have GPS capabilities built in. So that's also an option for those of you who want to geotag your photos and not have to carry this little extra device or either two devices around. Of course, you can turn it on and off if you don't want to use it for certain pictures. So it's really an option of what you want. For $400, if you're going to use it, it's a nice little feature. If you don't have any, you don't really care if you GPS or geotag your photos, then obviously you're not going to spend the money. And again, they're basically the same price, so it's a matter of which camera you have. You can decide which GPS receiver to get. Obviously, the GP-E2 works on more cameras, so you have a wider selection there. So, let's go back. So I hope I've given you some information to consider. Again, they're both around $390 to $400. And again, after taxes and shipping, that's probably what you're going to run into, a little over $400. So I hope this video has been informative. And it's helpful. If you want to geotag your photos, your camera was on that list, and these two options are available for anybody who wants to pop down the money. So, personally, I would probably get the 1DX or 1DC, or the 1DC actually, and put on the GPS receiver GP-E1 and just leave it there. Obviously, as time goes by, more cameras are going to have GPS built in. It's just one of those things. It's just the way things are going. It's a neat technology. It's really helpful if you want to look at your photos, like in iPhoto or just in general, and you want to say, "Ooh, where did I take this picture at?" And you can pop it up on a map, or you can get the GPS coordinates from the photo, pop it into something like Google Maps or some map utility, and just pop it. Ooh, there, I took it right there. So it not only tells you altitude, latitude, longitude, it also tells you the angle. For example, the altitude, latitude, longitude, and angle being 360 degrees. So it tells you how high off the ground or above sea level you were, your latitude, your longitude, plus it tells you which way you're pointing. So a lot of neat little features to take advantage of if you have a use for it. You may not need it, but if you do, I think it's a little extra information that's helpful because, I'm a person that likes to make the information, as much information available with my photography, so this would be something I could add more information to the photo that people can say, ooh, it was taken at this time, it was taken here, they were pointing this way. I mean, it gives the person more information about the photo. That's always good in my opinion, for the most part. I mean, I can see why there's times and places where you wouldn't want that, but for the most part, having that information for the kind of photography I do is just, it's a little extra information that's kind of neat to have. So, there you go. So, with that in mind, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it has been informative and helpful to you, whether or not you want to get one of these devices or buy a camera with one built in, or if you have a Canon camera that was on the list we discussed, and it doesn't have a built-in GPS, you have a choice here of which one and how it can be used. So, until next time, I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall and Rueff saying thanks for watching, have a good day, and may God bless you. And as always, keep taking those pictures. Bye.